Hey gang, so this is the challenging version of the 3D room. We already made the basic 3 walls version, but we're going to make some adjustments here. So I'm going to slide things over a little bit, and we're going to make an alleyway, just kind of like I have here, in this one where it seems like there's a hallway behind this wall. So I'm going to click here, and we're scooting things over a little bit. So now I have this area back here. I want it to look like, if you can see here, there's another wall back there, but it's a further away wall. So I need another rectangle that's a little bit smaller. So I'm insert, shape, and rectangle. So I'm going to adjust that. So this wall's a little further away, so it's going to be smaller, a little higher up because things seem to look higher when they're further away. So if we look back here, it's just that little bit higher. It's not a lot, but if you look, the two lines don't line up quite the same. So I'm going to drop it about here. And I'm going to give this one a different color so we can see the difference real easily. I'm going to make it this nice light green color. Make a black outline. So now this wall here needs to move back. I made it a little tall, so we're going to drop it. So it's going to go right here, but I need it to look like it's behind this wall. So I need to rearrange it, and I'm going to send it backward. If I sent it all the way to the back, it would go behind my floor. So we need to just, I'm going to bring it forward now. So now it's in front of the floor, but it's behind these two walls, which is perfect. So now I need this wall to connect to that wall. I'm going to format this wall, since I'm grouping them together, to look like that one. And now I need to do the same adjustments I did before by lining this up, using the special controls, just make it a little smaller. Now I overdid it. Bigger again. And there, it's lined up pretty well. So now if we look at it like this, it looks like there's an area back there. I did something to make that a little bit more clear in here, where I inserted this shape where you can see the end of this wall from the side. So we're going to show you how to do that real quick. That is actually a parallelogram that I used there. So it wasn't a trapezoid, it's a slightly different shape. I used a parallelogram. So it looks like it's a rectangle in real life, but it's moving slightly upward as it moves away from us. We need to do some flipping around of it, but let's format it. I'm going to format it and rotate it horizontally. And I need to rotate it 90 degrees because I actually want the flat side to be up against here. I want two parallel sides to be just like my walls have these two parallel sides. So these two are parallel now. Lower it a little bit. Let's get a little like that. Takes a little bit of formatting and playing around with it before it feels like it's just quite right. But that should be close enough for right now. Now I added a person in there so you could see that there's a space to go back there into. You're free to do that. That's just a clip art guy. It shows that clarity that he's walking behind. So that's one tricky way, one more additional challenge. And then there's one more that I like to do, which is an alcove. So I'm going to get rid of this one. Where an alcove is like a separate section that just drops back a little further away. So I'm going to use the same two walls here, but instead of having this wall end, these walls are going to be connected. And so we're going to add another wall in right on the other side of it. I'm going to rotate and make this much smaller now. Now this is going to be a trick because I have to match up the length of each side. There we go. And now if I open this up, now it looks like that room, this room has this space and then it goes back into a little corner or a cubby. So I don't like this exit quite yet. I'm going to play with it, make it look like it goes a little further back like this. And I lost my special control here. So sometimes if you make it too small, it can't show that control, so you just got to play with it a little bit. A little smaller. There we go, that's about right. So now it looks a little sharper. If I move this out, you get a little bit more of that effect. And now we look in right there, and there's this back area. If you want to add those in, feel free. If not, you want to keep to the basic 3-wall room, you are welcome to do that. Give it a try, play around, have fun. Try the next video whenever you're ready.